I think this is just a video of me responding to some of the things that I have seen, and that's kind of why we're even talking about this here. Not because I think this is actually going to happen, but because I want people online, people in the media, and people to just stop. Come on. You can do better than this. Please, if this actually does happen, I will correct myself and I will eat my words. But I'm recording this video on October 25th, 12:53 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. And as of right now, Zdeno Chara is still a free agent. So Leafs fans, my goodness. The fact that I've actually been seeing Maple Leafs and Chara rumors out there blows my mind. It really does. And I will say this. It's not like these rumors are absolutely coming from nowhere. There are websites that are talking about an apparent interest between the Leafs and Chara. I'm not going to show it here because I don't personally trust a lot of these websites, but if you Google yourselves Chara Leafs, you'll find articles. If you go onto Twitter and you search up Chara Leafs or Chara Toronto or Chara Maple, I guess, you will find people talking about it and people responding to these articles. So I think one of these things is just a bigger indicator as to the fact that you need to choose your sources, choose what exactly it is you're reading, and really put some thought into what it is that you think deserves your time. Because at the end of the day, there are so many NHL media, news, related kind of rumor sites and all that talk about stuff that they think is going on, but really it's just some guy in his basement just typing out whatever fantasy trade comes up in his GM mode. There isn't really a lot of fact-checking for many of this stuff. And I get that it's the same with some of the material we cover here on this channel, but you notice I'm always pulling from the right sources. I'm talking about stuff that's said by Elliot Friedman, or it's Darren Dreger, or it's Rick Dhaliwal. You could debate the overall validity of the guys that I'm talking about themselves, but at the end of the day, these guys I'm trusting a lot more than some random website that spouts out some of the most ridiculous rumors we have seen on the NHL's media platform in the past few years. So, again, please stop. There's no fiber within my being that wants to see Zdeno Chara suit up for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I find it really difficult to understand why exactly a Leafs fan would say, yeah, you know, I'd love to see that too. Maybe not because they think it's the best move for the team, but because it's just something cool to see. And yeah, it's probably cool to see, but do you want another Vancouver Canucks legend Matt Sundin meme to start up from something like this? Sure, it's fun when you're on the receiving end, but I just can't really fathom the idea of Zdeno Chara going to Toronto and actually being a blue and white hockey player out there. The guy who has been the captain of the team responsible for pretty much crushing Leafs fans' hopes and dreams year after year. I guess it wasn't really year after year, it was only year after year once in this span that the Maple Leafs have been bad. Well, I mean, that's been a long span, but you get what I mean. The first round exits, it was 4-1 back in the Kessel days with Reimer going out there in overtime. Then it was the Game 7 losses back-to-back in the Matthews era. While Zdeno Chara wasn't the reason the Leafs lost, he was the captain of that team. He was the embodiment of the Boston spirit out there on the ice whenever the Leafs got eliminated. And that is kind of odd to think about when you say, yep, I'd love to see this guy suit up for Toronto. Come on, sign with the Maple Leafs. Zdeno Chara, my gosh, what are you guys even going to do with this guy? You have 5 left-handed defensemen already listed on your cap-friendly page. Jake Muzzin, Morgan Riley, you have Mikko Lehtinen, Sandin, and Dermott. Some of these guys will move on to the right side, I get that, but you still have Bogosian, Brody, and Hall over there on the right side too. This is a logjam here, and unless you're willing to trade some of these guys to open up room for let's Google it right now because I don't have the number on top of my head. A 43-year-old left-handed defenseman in Zdeno Chara, my gosh, if you're doing it just for the meme, then haha, you're getting your meme, but at the same time, my gosh, Chara on the Leafs? Please. This is why I'm telling everybody to just stop it. I get that people are joking about this online and it is funny, but there are some people out there that I've been seeing, if you search up Chara Leafs on Twitter, that legitimately do believe that something like this would be good, that something like this would actually work out, and that something like this would actually be possible. Like, come on. This guy's been the Bruins captain for a decade plus. Do you think he's going to up and away leave to go to Toronto of all places? There was already speculation saying it's either retire or Boston, one of the two. And I know that that there have been reports coming out saying that other teams do have interest in Chara, because obviously other teams would. But I think Zdeno Chara's status as a Hall of Fame defender who has cultivated such an impressive, magnificent culture with the city of Boston, I don't think that's the kind of guy who just up and away leaves for another team, much less Toronto, in a situation where the Bruins probably need him most. I mean, they got eliminated in the Stanley Cup final last year. They got eliminated in the second round to the eventual Stanley Cup champions this year. This Boston Bruins team is hungry, and they just lost Torrey Krug. They're going to start out the season without Marchand and Pasternak. Charlie McAvoy is a guy who is probably going to be healthy, but who has some question marks as well. I don't know about you, but I don't think Zdeno Chara is going to abandon his team like that. And if he retires, then okay, that's a different ballgame. But there's a difference in my mind between retiring, which is, the end of an era, it's a storybook coming to a close, and just up and away signing with your biggest rival. That's different to me, and it's something that I really don't see happening, so if it does, again, I'll eat my words, this will be the funniest video in the internet if it does happen, but I'm calling it here, it's not going to happen, so please, stop talking about Zdeno Chara and the Leafs, bro. Oh my gosh. I mean, if we enter Fantasyland and talk about, okay, Chara signed with the Leafs, what happens next? Well, the Leafs all of a sudden have improved a lot of things on paper. First off, it's their average age. Getting that Joe Thornton, the Spezza, the Simmons, the Zdeno Chara out over here, that's going to increase your average age by quite a little bit. First off, that. Second off, you got size. Bogosian Chara, ooh, you're not getting past that defensive pairing. I'm sorry, buddy. I am sorry. But that's just Fantasyland. I don't doubt that Zdeno Chara could play well if he was with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but come on, man. Do you really think it's going to happen? I don't think so. So, talk to me in the comments what you think about Zdeno Chara and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Believe me, I'm not making this up. There are so many people that do believe that it could happen, it would happen, or that it's even close to happening. There are rumor sites out there saying that this kind of thing is close and that there's a mutual interest. I'm not going to link those things, but they do exist. But yeah, Chara, Leafs, not on my watch. I don't really think so. So comment down below what you think if you share the same opinion of me. Because honestly, I could expect two responses for this video. First off, you're going to get people saying, yeah, of course, duh, what do you mean? Chara, Leafs, are you crazy, Lego? Why even make a video about this? But then you'll have some of the other guys who fall for that stuff and say, no, but I saw an article that said this. Or, no, but I think it makes sense because of this. And he would want to come here or whatever. Ooh, it's a lot to talk about. So talk to me in the comments what you think about Zdeno Chara, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and all that stuff, the connections. I hope you enjoyed this video. So that's Trolls 99, and bye.